Understanding statements and life illustrations is like chatting with the best personalities of past hundreds of years, and what could be preferable over a discussion with quite possibly of the most splendid and astute men in present-day history. Mark Twain. Transform information into a benefit with these life illustrations. Consideration is a language which the hard of hearing can hear. Furthermore, the visually impaired can see. Never permit somebody to be your need, while permitting yourself to be their choice. Be cautious about perusing well-being books. You might pass on from a misprint. The more I find out about individuals, the more I like my canine. Whenever you think of yourself as an afterthought of the larger part, the time has come to stop and reflect. The fact that can cause more damage makes shock a corrosive to the vessel wherein it is put away than to anything on which it is poured. Continuously recognize shortcoming honestly. This will lose those in power, gatekeeper, and offer you a chance to go with a decision. On the off chance that you come clean, you don't need to recall that anything. Commotion doesn't demonstrate anything. Frequently a hen who has laid an egg clucks as though she had laid a space rock. Kings ought to only demonstrate where the grins have been. Reality should be served like a coat and not tossed in the face like a wet towel. The one who doesn't peruse has no advantage over the one who can't peruse. A pastry specialist is an individual who loans you his umbrella when the sun is sparkling, yet needs it back the moment it starts to rain. Avoid individuals who attempt to put down your aspirations. Little individuals generally do that, yet the truly extraordinary cause you to feel that you as well can become perfect. Man will do numerous things to get himself cherished. He will do everything to get himself begrudged. Continuously comply with your folks at the point when they are available. This is the smartest idea over the long haul, since, in such a case that you don't, they will make you. Just two things will lament on deathbed: that we are somewhat adored, what's more, minimal voyaged. We sumptuous gifts upon youngsters. In any case, the most valuable gift our own affiliation, which implies such a great amount to them. We give hesitantly, eat a live frog first thing in the morning. Also, nothing more terrible will happen to you the rest of the day. Garments make the man. Bare individuals have practically zero impact in the public eye. At the point when I was a kid of 14, my dad was so oblivious I could scarcely stand to have the elderly person around. Be that as it may, when I became 21, I was bewildered at how much the elderly person had learned in 7 years via land. They're not making it any longer. Never contend with an imbecile. Spectators will be unable to tell the distinction. Quitting any pretense of smoking is the least demanding thing on the planet. I know, since I've done it large number of times. At the point when your companions start to compliment you on how youthful you look, it's a certain sign you're going downhill. Accomplish something each day that you don't believe should do. This is the brilliant rule for procuring the propensity for performing your responsibility without torment. The best way to keep your well-being is to eat what you don't need. Drink what you could do without, also do what you'd prefer not to. The main days in your day-to-day existence on the day you are conceived. What's more, the day you figure out why. Of the multitude of creatures, man is the one to focus on that is horrible. He is the one in particular that causes torment for the joy of getting it done. Never contend with imbeciles. They will drag you down to their level, and afterward beat you with experience. Conditions make man, not man's conditions. Allow us to live so that when we come to kick the bucket, indeed, even the funeral director will be grieved. Everybody is a moon. What's more, has a clouded side which he won't ever show to anyone. Concerning the distinction between man, furthermore, the ass. A few onlookers hold that there isn't any. Man will do numerous things to get himself adored. He will do everything to get himself begrudged. At the point when you fish for adoration, lure with your heart gesture your cerebrum. No lady or man truly knows what wonderful love is until they have been hitched 100 years. Do well and you will be prominent. A man ought not be without ethics. It is smarter to have awful ethics than none by any means. Be great and you will be solitary. Prefer direct commitment over none by any stretch of the imagination. I'm an elderly person and have known an incredible many inconveniences. However, the majority of them won't ever occur. Boldness is protection from dread. Dominance of dread, not shortfall of dread. All you want in this life is obliviousness. What's more, certainty. Then, at that point, achievement is certain. Pardoning is the aroma that the violet sheds on the heel that has squashed it. The feeling of dread toward death follows from the trepidation of life. A man who lives completely is ready to kick the bucket whenever. To get the full worth of euphoria, you should have somebody to isolate it with. Nothing so needs changing as other individuals' propensities. Mankind has only one, as a matter of fact, powerful weapon. Furthermore, that is giggling. To cause a man or a kid to want a thing. Making the thing is just important, challenging to accomplish. Distress can deal with itself. However, to get full worth of a delight you should have someone to separate it with. It is smarter to merit praises and not have them than to have them and not merit them. There could be no more troubled sight than a youthful cynic. Anything a man's age he can diminish it by quite a while by putting a brilliant shaded blossom in his buttonhole. At the point when individuals don't regard us, we are pointedly annoyed. However, in his confidential heart, no man regards himself much. The absence of cash is the base of all evil. A reality isn't difficult to kill. A falsehood told well is undying nationalist. The individual who can holler the most intense, without understanding what he is hollering about, all say, "How hard is it that we need to kick the bucket?" A peculiar grumbling coming from the mouths of individuals who have needed to live unfamiliar. A similar total is a sharpness when you hope for something else. There are insufficient ethically valiant men in stock. We are out of moral boldness material. There are a few decent insurances against the allurements. In any case, the surest is weakness. In specific difficult conditions, pressing conditions, frantic conditions, obscenity outfits a help denied even to supplication. Life is short. Defy the guidelines, excuse rapidly, kiss gradually. Love genuinely, chuckle wildly. What's disappointment? Don't have qualms about anything that makes you grin. An untruth can travel most of the way around the world while actually putting its shoes on. I have figured out that there ain't no sure a method for seeing if you like individuals or disdain them than to go with them. Devotion to nation generally. Faithfulness to government at the point when it merits it. Never wed a lady who has had intercourse with her own self-image, for it'll constantly overshadow you after such a long time. I see that I was mixed up about Eve in the start. Living external, the garden is better with her than inside it without her. Human pride isn't advantageous. There is continuously something lying in wait to deflate it. If all else fails, come clean. By attempting, we can undoubtedly figure out how to persevere. Affliction. The most ideal way to encourage yourself is to attempt to cheer another person up. April 1st. This is the day whereupon we are Help to remember what we are on the other 364. No progress can be wonderful until the precise fairness among people is included. The one who is a doubter before 48 knows excessively. On the off chance that he is a confident person after it, he knows excessively little. Great rearing comprises in disguising how much we think about ourselves and how little we consider the other individual. A legitimate man in legislative issues sparkles more than he would somewhere else. Cynic the positive thinker who didn't show up to be occupied is man's just joy. No genuine respectable man will tell the stripped. Never come clean to individuals who are not deserving of it. Be reckless in your dress assuming you should. However, keep a clean soul. Try not to grumble about becoming old. It is an honor denied to a large number. A canny individual never shares three things with anybody: their deepest feelings of trepidation, disappointments. What's more, extreme reason for appearing late the little comforts make the genuine solace of life. Old buddies, great books, and a sluggish inner voice. This is the best life.